Bishop Emmanuel was attacked during a streamed church service in Australia that occurred on Monday, April 15, in the Assyrian Church of the Good Shepherd. A 16-year-old male approached the altar, raised his right arm, and stabbed Bishop Emmanuel with a knife, which sparked panic among the worshippers, who began screaming. Many people rushed to help. The ambulance service said 4 men aged between 20 and 70 were being treated for injuries. Amazingly, the bishop prayed for the attacker and forgave him. The bishop was warned of a threat on his life just weeks before the attack.
Somebody saying, farewell, Bishop, and we're really sad to see you go. Look, I was extremely excited when I heard that I have 2 weeks to live, because I don't want to stay in this world. For me, it's over. Whether I stay or not, it doesn't matter really. I've had my share of this world, and I pray that the Lord takes me today before tomorrow. I want to be with Him.
However, there was a miracle that saved Bishop Emmanuel's life and kept his alleged attacker from killing him. The bishop raised the cross he was holding, and the attacker was unable to open his knife properly, and the teen cut his own finger off instead. Australian police announced the arrest of the teen following the incident. The incident comes just 2 days after a knife attack in a shopping centre in eastern Sydney that killed 6 people. Pope Francis expressed his deep sadness in learning of the violent attack in Sydney, Australia, at a local shopping centre where 6 people were stabbed to death. Assuring his spiritual closeness to all affected by this senseless tragedy, and especially those mourning the loss of a loved one, the Pope offered his prayers for the dead, the injured, and the first responders. In the telegram, he invokes upon the nation the divine blessings of consolation and strength. Bishop Emmanuel was stabbed multiple times and rushed to hospital in a stable condition after the incident. The teen struck the bishop a series of blows to the head and neck. The priest, Father Isaac Royal, was also among 4 people injured in the incident. A mob gathered outside the Good Shepherd Church in the wake of the incident, resulting in several more injuries. Hundreds gathered outside the church and expressed their anger toward the attacker, believing him to be sheltered by officers inside the church. The protest quickly turned into a violent riot which resulted in 30 people being injured, including police officers. The church attack has been declared a terrorist incident with religious motivation. Police Commissioner Karen Webb said 20 police cars were damaged in the riots. The police officers, of which there were many, acted courageously to protect that community, witnesses, victims, and the ambulance officers, she said. Footage showed the mob hurled bottles and bricks at a police barrier and yelled. Ambulance Commissioner Dom Morgan said several paramedics were trapped inside the church for 3 hours due to the riot. The paramedics could not leave that facility for fear of their own safety. Immediately after the attack showed the teenage knifeman was pinned down by at least 3 people, including a police officer. Archbishop Anthony Fisher, of Sydney, said, "I urge the faithful to not respond to these events with fear, avoiding places of worship because they are worried about further attacks, nor with anger, engaging in acts of reprisal or revenge. The best response to violence and fear is prayer and peace." On behalf of the Catholic Archdiocese of Sydney, and in solidarity with other religious leaders, I offer prayerful support to Bishop Emmanuel, Father Royal, and all others affected. May the God of peace reign in our land.
Please subscribe to Catholic News World's YouTube channel. Thanks and God bless.